Hello, this is BBC World News. I'm Ben Bland. Our top stories. 2,000 children separated from their parents in 2 months. The US authorities reveal their Mexican border measures. The trade war heats up. Washington announces 25% tariffs on Chinese goods and Beijing promises countermeasures.
They can't believe they got away with it for so long, Steve. Okay? They can't believe it. I mean, they got away with it for 25 years.
A hat-trick for Ronaldo in a thrilling clash between Portugal and Spain on day 2 of the World Cup.
Revelations of the space age cast into perspective that has given humanity on ourselves.
And sending his voice to the stars, a final tribute to the physicist Stephen Hawking, his words broadcast into space. Hello and a very warm welcome to BBC News. Within the last 2 hours, President Trump has said that he does support attempts by fellow Republicans to find an immigration law solution, just hours after criticising the proposals as being too moderate. Congressional leaders have been trying to agree a plan to protect 1.8 million illegal immigrants from deportation. The issue has become more pressing as protests grow about the number of child migrants being separated from their parents at the US border. Our correspondent Chris Buckler joins us now from Washington. Chris, so what prompted this apparent change of heart by President Trump then? You're watching BBC News. Do stay with us if you can, still to come. We'll have all the World Cup action that's keeping the fans entertained in Moscow. Hello, this is BBC News. I'm Ben Bland. Our top stories this hour. President Trump says he does support attempts by fellow Republicans to find a solution to immigration law after more children are separated from their parents on the border with Mexico. The US has announced a new 25% tariff on billions of dollars worth of Chinese imports. Beijing has said it will hit back with similar action. Right, let's turn our attention to the World Cup now and a match that, well, actually lived up to all the hype. Spain took on Portugal in Sochi and it ended in a 3-3 draw. Elsewhere, there were wins for Iran and Uruguay, as the BBC's Tim Ullman tells us. Now, just before we go, some spectacular pictures to share with you from Hawaii, where Mount Kilauea continues to erupt in a spectacular fashion. You can see the lava there bubbling out of the ground and then flowing several kilometres down the coast. And if you've ever wondered what happens when molten rock meets seawater, well, take a look at this. Since Kilauea began erupting several weeks ago, a new coastline has been created dozens of metres further into the sea. Don't forget you can get in touch with me and most of the team here on social media. I'm at Ben M. Bland. This is BBC News. Thanks for watching.